Hey everyone, welcome to Sideshow's First Look. Today we'll be checking out the Moff Gideon 6-scale figure by Hot Toys from The Mandalorian Season 3. The box's cover is banded at the bottom and it shows a specific color palette, with two small images of Gideon on that band overshadowed by a dominant image of him hovering above. Pulling the top off of the box, we find a decorative insert with a montage of images of Gideon in his next-gen Dark Trooper guard, as well as a trio of Imperial Praetorian guards. Removing that insert reveals the Moff Gideon figure, as well as a selection of curated accessories at rest in a single plastic tray. Here's absolutely everything that comes with the Moff Gideon figure, which you can see standing there in the center atop a thematic display base. On the right, you'll spot Gideon's electrostaff in both its contracted and expanded configurations, with a pair of electric effects, Gideon's helmet, a blaster pistol, and a jetpack with a pair of flame effects. Over on the left, you'll spot a flamethrower effect, a grappling hook, a shattered Darksaber hilt, a tool for manipulating the eyes, and a series of swap-out hands, including a pair of gripping hands, a gesturing hand, a trigger hand, and a pair of fists. The Moff Gideon figure stands at around 11.5 inches in overall height, and comes clad in the Imperial Warlord's next-generation Dark Trooper armored suit, an unholy bastardization of traditional Mandalorian armor. This unwelcome homage is easy to spot in the armor's silhouette, with the cuirass, pauldrons, Riri braces, and Vam braces all clearly sharing a lineage with their Mandalorian-inspired analogs, while simultaneously sporting the glossy black and crimson trim that is Gideon's signature style. That perverse kinship continues with the armored components on the legs, and the gloves and undersuit share a disquieting similarity to the equivalent garments worn by a certain Dark Lord of the Sith. The cape is a multi-layered affair, black at the back and red underneath, and drops all the way to the floor, with wires and multiple points along its length for posability. The portrait features an astounding likeness to that of Giancarlo Esposito in his role as Moff Gideon in the final episodes of the show. The unmistakable contours of the face are punctuated by the meticulous recreation of Esposito's skin texture, all of which is further enhanced by the multiple layers of paint that almost literally bring it to life. That portrait is crowned by Gideon's Caesarean hairstyle, sculpted into layered waves to provide an authoritarian vibe, and painted in light black tones that fade gently into a hint of silver at the temples. Removing the head from the neck provides access to these control sticks within the portrait, which will enable the eyes to be independently articulated, allowing Gideon's gaze to be adjusted in whichever direction best suits your display. The helmet is arguably the most blasphemous component of Gideon's getup, with an unmistakable Mandalorian form in that same glossy black and crimson, on top of which rests a crown of 5 horns, calling to mind not only the Super Commandos, but also Mandalore's most hated conqueror. Gideon's jetpack is equally slick, managing to be both streamlined and angular, and includes a pair of flame effects that can be attached to the jets to simulate ignition before magnetically attaching it to the back like so. Gideon's stylish blaster pistol is less a random killing machine and more of a personal statement, and when not being wielded, can be comfortably cradled in the faux leather holster hanging from his belt. The flamethrower effect can be attached to the left gauntlet like so, as can the included grappling hook, which is attached to the stiff wire for a simulated firing mode. Gideon's electrostaff comes in 2 configurations, collapsed, which can be held at rest in a pre-battle mode, and extended, for those more adversarial situations, and adding these lightning effects will remind others of the harm the staff can inflict. The crushed hilt of the Darksaber recalls the moment when Gideon ended that sacred Mandalorian relic, and can be displayed triumphantly in one of the included hands, or in one other way. The Moff Gideon figure features over 30 points of articulation, each with a remarkable range of motion, allowing the figure to be posed up in a variety of positions, providing collectors with ample opportunities to recreate their favorite scenes from the show. This has been Sideshow's first look at the Moff Gideon 6-scale figure by Hot Toys from The Mandalorian Season 3. For more information about this figure, or to check out the wide selection of Star Wars collectibles available from Hot Toys, follow the link below. Thank you for watching our video, and as always, don't forget to let your geek side show.